Hello, everyone. I just wanted to pop in here really quick and record a video talking about what I'm looking for in the identity analysis video, because we're at the second stage of that, the second draft stage of that project, and several students are still struggling with it. And the good thing about drafts not being worth an actual grade or them being pass-fail is that if you fail it, I can ask you to do it again, or if you don't do it enough, I can just say, no, turn it in again. But if you do a full draft and you're still really struggling with it, that you really only have one more, in the assignment sequence, you only have one more shot to sort of put the project on the right track of what I'm looking for. And so I wanted to make a little video to sort of intervene in that and show you a little bit more specifically what I'm looking for. And some of this may seem a little bit familiar because some of this, I talk about some of these things a little bit in the introduction to the assignment. So also if you're struggling with the assignment, go back and rewatch that video. But I'm going to say similar things, but in slightly different ways and give you slightly different examples here. So again, the other thing that I want to say up front is that if you, I don't want to freak you out about the assignment. If you are struggling with it, if you turn in a final draft that I think the student probably won't like the grade they're going to get, I will most likely offer you the chance to do it again and to do yet another version of it. And if you choose to take me up on that offer, that's up to you. If you choose to not, that's also okay. I know that different students have different priorities in terms of their grades, and that's fine. I just sort of wanted to give you a heads up in the beginning or at this stage to let you know that some of you are still kind of far away from doing what I'm asking you to do, and it might take more than one draft to get an A. An A is not everyone's priority, but if that is your priority, I want to give you the tools in order to achieve that. So I wanted to give you a little bit of an example of what I mean by identity analysis. And as you can see, I have 4 different profiles from me up here. And I hesitate to do this a little bit because I don't always want to be super, I'm not super private with students, but I'm also not, I don't share everything. So just know that I'm maybe sharing a little bit more than I normally would in an effort to help you out on this assignment. So keep that in mind. The other thing to keep in mind is that there are 2 big things that I'm looking for in this assignment. One is that you analyze something, and the bulk of this video is going to be about what do I mean when I say analyze. And the second thing is that you want to be bringing in the course readings and videos. Those are the 2 biggest things that I've been saying on drafts over and over again, is that you're not actually doing analysis, or 2, you're not supporting parts of your analysis with concepts and paraphrasing from the course readings, from the videos that we watched, not from my videos, from the videos from Lindsay Ellis, Dan Olson, Oliver Thorne, and the readings from Sherry Turkle and Grable and Pig. Several of you are working with the stuff from the textbook, which is good. Several of you are working with the rhetoric concepts. That's also good. But I also really want you to be wrestling with these issues of identity and authenticity, because that's what the assignment is asking you to do. It's an analysis of identity. So keep that in mind. So let's take a look at a couple of my different online profiles. We've got Twitter here, and we're going to look at this in terms of choices. And that's the big thing to think about in terms of an analysis, is that everything you put on social media is a choice, and that goes 2 ways. Things I choose to put online and things that I choose to not put online. So things that I, again, include and things that I disclude, for lack of a better word. And when you are doing this analysis, there are kind of 2 parts. The first part is you make a claim. A claim that I'm going to make is that, and I'm going to reference the Sherry Turkle reading, is that my online identity is somewhat fractured. I present different parts of myself on different social media. That's my claim. And I will back up that claim by showing several different examples of what I mean. So let's start with Twitter. First glance at Twitter, kind of a neutral header, a goofy picture of me. My handle is @Clayson, and the name that shows up is Dr. Clayson, but 2019. It's a Twitter joke. And the Dr. Clayson comes from a thing that happened in the news cycle a year or so ago. But if you scroll through my tweets and replies, you'll see that it's a mix of jokes. This first one is me being goofy. I thought this was funny, and so I, made a joke with my husband. Things I tweet about students, which are always generally either in defense of students or things that, in the example here, someone accidentally submitted a picture of a hamster at the end of an assignment, and they were freaking out about it. And a fellow professor was like, "This would have been great, actually," and I agree because I think that's really funny and it's really cute. But this is where Twitter is also where I tweet about different political issues, LGBT issues, labor issues. But I also, here's a cute picture of some produce. I tweet that kind of stuff. So you can see just in Twitter alone, several different aspects of my identity showing up. So political issues I care about, cute art. If we scroll down a little bit down here, issues of race and disability. And here's a cute picture of a dog, right? So there are a lot of different things going on here. There's another one. Oh yeah, I watched Pride and Prejudice and Zombies finally, and thought Matt Smith was just hilarious. So there you go. So also I tweet about nerd things as well. So that's my Twitter. We come over here to Facebook, which I've already scrolled down quite a bit because I was trying to think of what to say about it. We get a picture. This is one of the few platforms where I don't have a picture of me because I wanted a Christmassy picture a couple of months ago. This is a mural near where I live. And then my posts. If you'll notice, here's a post that my mom tagged me in because I have red hair. This is a post that I'm showing. Here's pictures of me in Luxembourg. Here's a post that my mom tagged me in because I used to read Babysitter's Club. Here's a post that my mom tagged me in because we went to a comic book convention together and we dressed up and it was a lot of fun. Here's a post that my mom tagged me in that I actually have no idea what it is. This is me posting pictures from Luxembourg. Here's a post of me posting, a meal from Luxembourg. So you kind of get here's a little bit more nerd stuff, / me being confused about Snapchat and making a #millennials joke. Here's a post of my mom tagging me and my husband. So you can see that, one, there's not a lot of political stuff going on in my Facebook feed. It's mostly either nerd stuff, me sharing pictures of my life in Luxembourg, or my mom tagging me in a lot of posts because she misses me and I miss her. So you can clearly see that Facebook serves a different purpose for me. I'm projecting a different identity. I do occasionally share more political stuff on Facebook, but mostly it's, hello, friends and family. This is my life in Luxembourg. You'll also notice that if you looked at the pictures from my life in Luxembourg, you'll see all of the cool stuff that I like about it. The fact that there are murals all over the town that I live in, that's cool. I had some really great sushi. That's really awesome. What you don't see is all the frustrations that I have had in moving here because I speak very little of any of the 3 official languages that are here. And while many people speak English here, not everyone does. And so it's been difficult for me as someone who is not bilingual to get certain things done. So that's something that I choose to not talk about on Facebook. And it's not that those things didn't happen. It's not that this is where I might bring in some things about authenticity on Facebook, on my Facebook profile. And it just turned out this is going to be a 2-part video because the free software I'm using is telling me that my time limit is almost up. So we'll close this one and I'll pick up with Instagram and YouTube.